is it true that Julie's coming to visit us tomorrow? Why didn't you tell me sooner? She called me a few minutes ago, but I told her I didn't know anything.
Yeah, she's coming tomorrow. So what, is there a problem?
Yeah, there's a problem. Did you forget that you promised to take Mia to the zoo tomorrow? We already bought the tickets and everything. Does this mean that you're going to take Julie instead?
Why do I have to take her? You can take her yourself. I'm gonna stay at home with my sister tomorrow. She's my baby sister and she's pregnant. I don't have time to be going to the zoo when she's due to give birth. Don't waste my time with stupid stuff like that.
If she's due to give birth, then why don't you go and visit her instead? Why make her come all this way? If she's more important to you than your own daughter, then why don't you be a little bit more considerate about her condition?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Why should I go to her? She's coming to live with us.
Huh?
It's better for her and the baby if she gives birth in the suburbs rather than the city. So she's coming to stay with us until she finds a house here, so that she can raise the baby in a better environment.
Wait a minute. You never told me anything about that. She's coming to live with us from tomorrow and you're telling me now?
Why do I have to tell you? It's not like I need permission to let my little sister live with us. This is my house and I'll do what I want with it. I don't need you giving me your opinion.
Of course you do. I'm your wife and I live here too. You can't be serious if you think that you don't have to respect my wishes. You can't just decide things like this without me. We need to decide these things together like a family should.
Alright, so what? You're saying that Julie just shouldn't have her baby? That she should have an abortion? You're jealous because Julie's younger and prettier than you, huh? And because everyone likes her and not you. So you want to deny her a place to stay? You should be ashamed of yourself, Hazel.
What? When did I even say that? Why would you even think that's how I feel about Julie? You've gone above twisting my words. All I said is that you should have let me know that you were planning on inviting your sister to stay with us and asked me how I feel about it. I think anyone would be angry if their husband or roommate suddenly invited someone to stay with them long-term without telling them.
No, that's just you. You're being selfish. You're a woman, so you should understand prioritizing pregnant women. Why can't you just be a little more welcoming? I bet that you're the type of woman who complains when nobody gives up your seat in the transport when you're pregnant, but then never gives your own seat up, huh?
Where on earth did that come from? Are you seriously trying to lecture me about putting pregnant women first? You're not listening to me at all. If Julie's pregnant, then of course I'm wishing her a safe pregnancy and a happy new life with her baby, but this is completely different. You're talking about letting your sister live with us, but she's pretty much a stranger to me. I haven't spoken to her much and I've hardly ever met her.
Shut up, what's so different about it? You're jealous of her, so you're not happy to welcome her into our home? Fine. I've had enough, there's no point in talking to you about this. You know, this is why my family hates you. None of them like you, if you didn't notice. Maybe if you put a little more effort into being thoughtful and treating other people with a little more care, they'd be happy to accept you into our family. But this is what we get.
Oh, look who's talking. You don't care about how I feel about your little sister moving in. And about Mia being sad that you're not going to take her to the zoo. You don't know the first thing about treating other people with care. Anyway, what does it mean that James is going to live with us as well?
Of course he is, he's the baby's dad. Why would he come with her?
All right. Have you met him before?
I've never met him, but if Julie's decided to be with him, then that must mean he's a great guy. I trust her judgment completely. There's nothing to be worried about. We're lucky to be able to live with the both of them. You should be happy with my decision, too.
I haven't heard many good things about him from your parents, though. Are you really sure about letting him live with us? I get that you want to help your sister, but he's a complete stranger. You've got to think about this.
Do you really have to complain about every little thing I do? Why can't you just keep quiet and do as I say? Whatever. If you're not gonna accept that Julie and her husband are coming to live with us, then maybe you're the one who should leave.
What? You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Take Mia and get out of my house. That way you don't have to live with Julie and her husband. That's what you want, right? Go live somewhere else where you can do whatever you like, and I'll do what I like here. I don't want a jealous woman like you around bothering my little sister when she's trying to have a baby anyway.
Oh, wow. You're actually being serious.
Yeah, of course I am. I'm Julie's big brother. She's due to have a baby in a few weeks and she needs me. It's my job to be there for her when she needs me. No matter what, even if my own wife starts being self-centered and childish, I'm going to be there for my baby sister. You and Mia don't need me like my sister does, so you'll be fine by yourself, so get out! Get out for Julie's sake!
Is that all you've got to say to me?
Yeah, get out and live on the streets for all I care. Get out before you spread your germs to my precious little sister. You don't belong here anymore.
Hiya, Hazel. This is Julie. You know, Tim's little sister. Just to let you know, I decided that it would be best for me to come over today instead of tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's gonna be so hot, so... I'll see you tonight, okay? Great. What? You're coming over tonight? Yeah, we got on an earlier train because we found a cheaper ticket, and so, we got to the train station much faster. I'm totally tired out. So I was thinking, maybe you could prepare dinner for me and James. Oh, and make sure it's something really delicious. We'll be there in half an hour, so it would be great if dinner was ready as soon as we got in. No pressure or anything, just... I'm really hungry, and you don't want to upset me. I'm pregnant, you know. I'm, so emotional. You're gonna be here in half an hour? That's gonna be a little difficult, Julie. You should have warned me. Fine. Then I'll have a bath first, and then dinner after. Simple. Do you get it? You can cook something up while I'm having some me time. No, I've warned ya. Happy, miss, you should have warned me. Ugh, you're just so annoying. I'm hungry, so I'm not gonna wait any longer for you to get moving and work on dinner for me and James, okay? Okay. Hang on a minute. Can you listen to what I'm saying for once instead of deciding things on your own? I'm having dinner with Mia right now, and if you want a decent meal, I'm gonna have to go out and buy more ingredients. That's going to take a lot longer than you think. Are you serious? Don't you have anything? Oh my god, how useless can you get? Ugh. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I don't have anything right now. If you really want me to make something while you're in the bath, why don't you just buy some stuff from the supermarket on your way here? That way, you can choose what I make for you too, without me having to guess what you might want. Ugh, as if. You're gonna make me go and buy stuff for you? Don't you know that I'm pregnant? Why would you say something like that to me? You're so horrible. You mean buy stuff for yourself? I'm just asking you to buy the ingredients for the dinner you want me to make for you. I think that's only fair, especially since I didn't know you were coming to live with us until a few hours ago. Besides, you're coming with your husband, aren't you? You're not alone, so I can't imagine why it would be so hard to drop by the supermarket. It's not out of your way. Oh, wow. Now you're gonna try to use my husband as your slave. Oh my god. You're so much ruder than I thought you would be. I mean, I thought you would be happy that we were coming to live with you, but now? I've, like, seen your true colors. I can't believe you're this arrogant. Ugh. I am so not surprised that everyone hates you. Like, really hates you. You don't know how much our family hates you. They never wanted Tim to marry you, you know. Now I know why. You're calling me arrogant? You and your brother are so alike. You don't realize when the things you say come bouncing back to you. Fine. Then how about I make something stir-fried? It's the quickest thing I can make with the stuff I've got in the fridge. Really? You're gonna make something stir-fried? Yeah, it's quick, but it's like so poor. I want something healthy. I'm pregnant, you know? I need something good for this baby, not cheap. I'm coming all this way to stay with you guys, so why don't you get sushi or something? It's so much healthier and doesn't have as many calories too. I mean, I get that some people might not like sushi, but you should take care of your weight too. Like, you shouldn't just let go when you get married, right? All right, then will you be satisfied if I order some sushi? I'll phone a place I know, so do you have anything in particular that you want? Oh my god, sushi was just an example. You don't actually have to order sushi. Seriously, can't you, like, think for yourself? I thought you were a little smarter than that, Hazel. Oh, I know. I bet that you're really bad at your job, too. I'm right, aren't I? I'm always right. Alright, well, I've thought about it, and I think sushi is the best way to go, so I'm gonna order sushi. Ugh, you're really bad at this, aren't you? You can't even make one decision on your own. Can't you be a little more thoughtful? Just to warn you, James is really picky about his sushi, like, down to the last grain of rice picky. We only eat brown rice, and it's gotta have avocado and no cream cheese. If there's anything wrong with the sushi, James is gonna be, like, super mad. Like, totally out of his mind mad. You don't want to deal with James when he's angry, so I really suggest you take care not to annoy him. Especially since you're already annoying me, which is like, but I'm an angel. Is that so? Is that all you have to say? Ugh, you're so boring. Anyway, we'll be there soon, so have something ready for us, Kay? Oh, yeah, and don't forget to get the bath ready for me. I don't want to just soak in a dirty bath after you've used it, so make sure you give it a good clean. Like, a really good clean.
Can't you make her shut up? I'm getting a headache from all the noise. I'm trying to sleep over here, so get Mia to stop crying already.
Why do you think she's crying? She's upset that you're not going to take her to the zoo tomorrow, even though you promised you would take her out. It's the first time you've promised to have a full day with her, and she was really looking forward to it, so of course she'd start crying. Besides, I was the one that had to tell her because she was asking if Julie was going to come with us. Why don't you come out and apologize to her and explain why you're not going to take her to the zoo? I can't believe you. How can you sleep at a time like this?
Why should I care? I'm staying home with my little sister tomorrow, so you take her to the zoo instead. I don't get why I have to take her when you have time to take her yourself.
Because she wants to spend some time with you. She wants to have a fun day out with her daddy. If you don't understand that, then I'll leave, just like you told me to, and never come back. I'm going to give Mia the happiness she deserves. She doesn't deserve to be disappointed by you like this.
What? Are you actually being serious? You're gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm being serious. Why would I stay with a man that can't make some time for his own little girl? I don't want to see Mia crying like this anymore. It's best for her if she just forgets about you. I've already prepared the divorce papers, so make sure you sign them tomorrow morning before I leave with Mia. I'm not spending one more night at this house.
Do what you like, but I'm warning you, once you leave, you can't come back. I'm not helping you even if you come begging for me to take you back.
Sure, I'm absolutely fine with that. I hope you understand that the same goes for you too. No matter what happens with those two, don't come crawling to me. I hope you get on well with your new roommates.
Yeah, I will. It's my first time meeting James, but he really is a nice guy. I think we'll all get along just fine. He can hold his liquor, and we have the same interests, too. I think I'm gonna have a lot more fun living with these two than I ever did with you and Mia. You and Mia will just get in the way here, so you're right. It's best that you leave and never come back.
That's what I was planning to do. So, you accept the divorce?
Yeah, it's the best idea you've ever had. Hey, Hazel, you can come back now.
Excuse me?
You've had plenty of time to reflect on what you did, so I'll let you come back if you apologize to me and my sister.
I'm sorry, what? What do I have to apologize for? You really think I'm coming back? That's hilarious. I don't have any intention on getting back together with you. Mia and I are so much happier without you.
What? But you were the one who was asking me if I was being serious when I told you to leave. Now I'm saying that you can come back, so you should be happy.
I was shocked that you told me to leave, but once I saw how upset Mia was about the zoo, I decided for myself that it was best that we leave, and that hasn't changed. If anything, I was happy that I was given the chance. I feel so much better now that we're away from you, and Mia no longer has to get her heart broken by you. And it's the best thing I ever did. I managed to get away from a self-centered ass like you and away from that childish, selfish bully of a little sister. I still don't even know what kind of person that James guy is, but I could sense that he was troubled the second he walked through our door. It was the right choice for me to separate you and those two from Mia. I don't know what might have happened to her if we stayed with you.
Hey, you don't want to go that far. Don't insult me just because you found an apartment out of state and think you're safe. Don't get ahead of yourself, Hazel. Anyway, I'll forget what you said, so just hurry and come back. You're lucky I'm even giving you this chance.
I'm not coming back, Tim. There's nothing you can say to convince me to get back together with you. Anyway, why are you so bent on getting me back? You're the one that wanted me out and wanted to live with your little sister. What changed?
I don't have any money, so please come back. I've told you the truth, so will you just come back? How much more do you want me to beg?
You want me to come back because you don't have any money? You've got to be joking. Why should I care about your financial situation? We're not married anymore. Deal with it yourself.
It's not my fault. Julie and James were supposed to pitch in with the bills and stuff. That's what we decided when they moved in. But it's just that, well, James wasn't so happy with that idea.
Huh, I knew it. Do you remember me asking you if you had met him before you offered to let him live with us? But you said that you trusted Julie's judgment, remember? I knew that he wasn't the type to go out and work for himself. He's much too arrogant and too aggressive to be able to cooperate in a work environment.
I know I was stupid. I wanted to hit myself for not realizing what kind of guy he was sooner. I really do regret letting him stay with us. But that's why I'm asking you for help. Why can't you understand that?
So, what kind of person did he turn out to be?
In the beginning, he was a great guy, friendly, generous. He was kind of rough and brutish. But he didn't seem like a bad guy. He was growing on me. But the more time passed, the more he changed, or the more that he was acting like his usual self more like. He was talking down to me a lot and spending most of his time sleeping around the house. I was kind of getting really scared of him.
Oh, really?
But that was still, I could overlook that. It's just recently he's been bringing his friends around without telling me. It's some really big, strong-looking guys. I met some of them when I came home from work the other day, and I found out that he's part of a gang. They've been coming and going whenever they want because James gave them a spare key to the house. He made the keys without even asking me. The house has become their base of operations or something. There's always someone here.
He's part of a gang? Well, I'm not surprised.
Listen to me, Hazel. I tried to get away in the middle of the night. I planned it and everything. I worked out what times that James would definitely be sleeping, but he found me. I was so scared that he might do something to me, but he told me that I had to fund their activities if I wanted to be forgiven. They're watching me day and night so that I can't escape. I don't know what to do. I don't have the kind of money that they're asking for. How's Julie doing? Does she know what's happening? She's working with them! She's threatening me for money too! They were planning on doing this all along. She told me that the only reason she wanted to live with me was because she needed money. They've taken over the house. You've got to help me. I can't handle living with this anymore.
I don't have any obligation to help you. Especially not after what I've had to suffer with you. I don't have any intention of giving you any money just so you can hand it over to Julie and her husband. You've got to do something about it by yourself. You were saying that you would do anything for your precious little sister, remember? That's why you told us to get out. So, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Well, yeah, I said that, but I didn't know what she was up to. I wouldn't have said that if I knew that she was gonna try and use me for money.
Why should I care? We're strangers now. I don't have to help you. You're the one that told me not to come begging for help once I left. I have to prioritize Mia and her happiness, so I'm not going to help you when it's obvious that they're just going to keep asking you for money. I don't want you calling me anymore, do you understand? You don't have any right to bother me.
Hey, wait a second, just hear me out! Please, you've got to lend me some money, just a couple $100.
No way! Use your own money, or find a way to earn more.
Julie's pregnant. Can you really ignore us when we're in trouble? How heartless can you be? It's not the baby's fault that Julie and James can't earn any money for themselves. Don't you feel sorry for the baby? It's gonna be born into a house that's been taken over by some gang. I'm only staying so I can help the baby. It doesn't deserve to live like this. Only we can help the baby, so lend me some money, Hazel.
How do you plan on saving a baby that doesn't even exist?
What are you talking about? Of course it exists. It's gonna be born soon. It's gonna need me to save it.
But Julie's not pregnant, is she?
What?
I knew from the beginning. You must have thought that you had me deceived, but I knew. A few days before she moved to our place, I saw her. I happened to see her in town when I was shopping, and she was not pregnant. She didn't have a baby bump. But that same week, you told me that she was due to have a baby in a few weeks. It sounded fishy, and I thought you were being ridiculous on purpose.
You mean you couldn't see her baby bump because she was wearing baggy clothing, right?
No, I mean, she didn't have a bump. The clothes she was wearing showed that she had a very slender waist. It was just a few days before she came to our house, so she should have had a pretty major bump, but she didn't. Besides, no matter how baggy the clothes are, you can't completely hide a bump when you move around. And I don't know if you've forgotten, but I've been pregnant before. When she came to our house, she had a cushion or something stuffed down her shirt. It was so obvious that it wasn't a real baby bump. I guess she doesn't understand yet that babies are actually pretty heavy when they're in your stomach. I knew that they were up to no good when they came, and I knew that you were cooperating with them to get me and Mia out of the house.
I can't believe you. You actually knew? Yeah, that's what we were planning in the beginning. I thought up a way to get you to leave with Julie and James, and we were gonna work together. We were gonna start a company together from this house. I thought that we were all going to make an effort to earn money to start that company, but everything changed.
That's how they convinced you to let them live with you? It's hilarious that you managed to get tricked by that.
After you left, they completely changed. They started spending more time in the house with their friends while I went to work to earn money. Then they started asking me for money, and they didn't put any money into the house. I've been surrounded by gang members, people that I don't know, for the past few weeks. They're always watching me, making sure that I go back home and go to work. They've taken over my bank account.
But that's all your own fault. I told you to rethink letting them stay with us. Anyway, I've had enough of hearing about your sob story. The only thing I've got to say is that I told you so. Goodbye, Tim!
What? Wait a minute, you can't be serious! Hazel, please answer the phone just this once. I need to talk to you. Please, I don't have anywhere else to turn. No one else will help me.
Sure, I'll listen. But I'm only doing it to laugh at how stupid you were. Don't expect anything else.
Really? Finally. The truth is, I managed to get out of the house and I'm on the run right now. But there are some guys after me. You've got to hide me at your house.
You're being dramatic, Tim. But Mia's here, so I can't let you in if you got some gang members after you. I'm not risking Mia's safety for you. I'm not giving you our address.
I'm not being dramatic, it's true. I've got proof of the illegal stuff that they've been doing. I found something a few days ago and managed to smuggle it out. They've been using that house as a base for their crimes. They've been selling some stuff.
Whatever, I don't want to know. Why don't you go to the police? You can get them out of your house by having them arrested. If you've got proof, then it'll be easy.
I'm an accomplice and I'll be arrested with them. How can I get rid of them without going to jail? No, I already know how I'm going to use this as evidence, okay? I'll use it to make a deal with them. They won't be able to say no to anything I have to offer. That's why I need you to let me stay with you, so that I can have more time to prepare before I make my deal with them. Please, otherwise they'll catch me before I can fight back.
Fine. Then come to the address I'm going to send to you.
Hazel, thank you. I owe you a lot. I am so lucky having you. Hey, what are you doing? Why did you run away? Hey, give me back those documents! I need them to make my deal with the gang! Give them back! What are you planning to do with them?
I'm going to take this to the police. If I do that, you, Julie, and James will all be arrested, and I won't have to worry about anything. Mia and I will live happily ever after.
Are you gonna betray me?
You're the one that betrayed me first. Don't you understand that? Maybe you should put a little more effort into being thoughtful and treating other people with a little more care. If you did that, then maybe people would be more willing to offer you a helping hand. After that, I took the documents I had stolen from Tim to the police and helped them with their investigation. The documents provided the police with evidence that the gang Julie and James were involved with were linked to all sorts of fraud and cons that had been committed in the area. Julie, James, and Tim, as well as a few dozen other gang members, were all arrested in the days following. Everyone, excluding Tim, had been charged with other offenses, so they were all dealt jail sentences almost immediately. Tim was given a suspended sentence of a couple of years, but ended up going to prison anyway. As for me, I regained the rights to the house I had been forced out of and decided to renovate it before putting it on the market. Once Tim was out of prison, he didn't have any money or a place to stay. He couldn't return to the old lifestyle he used to enjoy and had to work day and night to return the money he owed. But he soon lost hope in working like an honest person and started gambling, betting the little money he had on making a fortune. He ended up addicted and began to commit crimes to fund his gambling. I don't know exactly what for, but I hear that he's back in jail. Mia and I are living peacefully in a new home in a new neighborhood using the money I got from selling the old house. I've learned an important lesson about choosing wisely when I pick who to be friends with and who to spend the rest of my life with. And I hope that I can continue to protect and raise Mia into a good person and teach her how to choose honest, trustworthy people as her friends as well.
I heard a really interesting rumor about you, Mia. Is it true that you're a divorcee? I had no idea. My image of you is totally changed now.
What do you want, Sarah? I am a divorcee, but it really has nothing to do with you. And what do you mean by the fact that your image of me has changed?
You're a divorcee in your 40s and you're currently single. Doesn't that make you depressed? I feel sorry for you. Your life is basically over.
There's no need for you to pity me. I'm happy with my life. Don't try to feel better about yourself by putting me down and criticizing me. And just to let you know, I'm not in my 40s yet. I'm 37.
Okay, whatever. 37 is still old. You're 10 years older than me.
Well, everyone ages. You may be younger than me, but your youth won't last.
But I'm still young and pretty, unlike you. By the way, I'm engaged. I think my looks and youth had something to do with it.
Well, if your future husband is marrying you for your age and looks, I'm not sure that your marriage will last. Besides, being 27 doesn't make you special. There are many other people your age or younger. But congratulations on your engagement. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I'm very happy. But no need to congratulate me. I feel like being congratulated by someone like you would give me bad luck.
It's a pretty rude thing to say to me, you know? I won't give you any bad luck. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, you're a 37-year-old divorcee. Your existence in of itself is bad luck.
What is your problem? What did I ever do to you? Why are you texting me in the first place?
I'm sorry, I was just being honest.
You should learn to keep some of those negative thoughts to yourself. It's called etiquette. A few days later.
Mia! I had no idea that you're getting married too. Why didn't you tell me the other day? Why would you keep it a secret?
I never felt that we were very close and I didn't feel the need to share this with you. Well, now you know.
Isn't it so funny that we're getting married at the same time? Who knew you could find new love at your age? Who's the guy that was desperate enough to want to marry a divorcee like you? I hope that it's not a fraud.
It's not. You don't need to worry about me.
How are you so sure about that? You're old and ugly. Who'd want to be married to you? You should really get a close look of yourself in the mirror. Oh, by the way, I have a surprise for you.
I already know that it's not the good kind. Just tell me what it is. I want to get it over with.
I'm getting married on the same day as you. Isn't that so exciting? Now our colleagues will get to choose which wedding they want to be at.
Why in the world would you do something so idiotic like that?
Well, now it'll be clear who everyone likes at the office. Then you could see that you're not as great as you think that you are.
This is outrageous. How could you do such a thing? We shouldn't make our colleagues choose between us.
You're only saying that because you know that everyone will choose me. I mean, I'm the young and pretty one here. Everyone loves me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. I admire your optimism, though. Look, this isn't a popularity contest, and I think that it's a really bad idea to get married on the same day. If we don't get married on the same day, we can attend each other's weddings. Isn't that better?
Hey, you're the one that had to get engaged at the same time as me. If anything, I should be mad at you for all of this. Everyone's going to come to my wedding, so you won't have any guests at yours except for maybe your family.
You're being really immature here.
I guess you're lucky in a way. You only need to rent out a small space for your wedding.
I can't believe that you went out of your way to change your wedding date so last minute. You must really hate me or love me. You shouldn't be plotting against me. You should concentrate on having a nice wedding.
I'll still have a fabulous wedding. I won't regret any of it. Besides, no one wants to see you in a wedding dress. I'm doing everyone a favor.
Is there a need for you to be so cruel to me? I don't deserve to be treated like this. You didn't have to text me to tell me that you're getting married on the same day as me.
I didn't want you to be shocked when no one showed up at your wedding. I guess it doesn't matter. It's not even your first wedding. I'm sure that you'll have a lovely and intimate wedding. Don't feel bad about the fact that your wedding won't be as lavish as mine.
Have you been paying attention to me at all? You're going to regret this decision.
I won't. You'll be the one with regrets. I assure you. No one's going to show up at your wedding. People at our office are congratulating you about your engagement, but they're only being polite. You shouldn't take them so seriously.
Fine, have it your way. You're not going to listen to anything that I have to say anyway. I don't have time to waste talking to you. Changing your wedding date so last minute is going to end up costing you a lot of money. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
You don't need to worry about me. You should be worrying about yourself. Have a nice wedding. I know that I will.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a pity for you that we're getting married on the same day. I'm sorry for taking all of your guests. They all want to come to my wedding and not yours.
Yes, you mentioned that. I'll be fine.
Are you sure about that?
Let me just warn you one last time, though. You should take a look at the company newsletter before you go ahead with your wedding. If you still want to get married on the same day as me, even after reading the newsletter, I won't say anything more. See you tomorrow. The day of the wedding.
Mia? What's going on? Have your wedding guests arrived already?
What do you want? I'm busy.
All of my guests are a no-show. Did something bad happen at the office? Is that why no one could make it to my wedding?
I guess you never read the company newsletter.
What?
You lost, Sarah, and I won. You see, everyone chose to come to my wedding and not yours.
I don't get it.
All of my guests have arrived and I'm getting ready to start my wedding.
Why would our colleagues go to your wedding and not mine? One of my colleagues texted me something strange earlier. They said that I was insane for missing the wedding of our company president. What does that even mean? Did you know that our company president was also getting married today?
Yes, I knew that. I'm the one that's getting married to him, and we're about to start our wedding.
What? I don't believe that.
Since I'm marrying the company president, it makes sense that all of our colleagues would be at my wedding and not yours. We have a ton of guests. It's going to be a huge ceremony. That's why I told you it wouldn't be a good idea for you to get married on the same day as me, but you didn't want to listen.
Oh, I see. I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me. So that's why all of our colleagues didn't take me seriously when I told them that I was getting married on the same day as you.
Well, it's your fault for not reading the company newsletter or paying attention to anything that people have been telling you at the office. How could you work for the company and not know that I was getting married to the company president? How clueless are you? I mean, everyone else at the office knew. That's all that everyone's been talking about. Weren't you paying any attention?
I guess I was too focused on my own wedding. And I was late to one of our morning meetings, so I probably missed the big news.
I see. Sucks for you, doesn't it? Perhaps you should try to come to work on time. You're always late. Everyone in the office has been complaining about it. They say that you're really irresponsible.
I had no idea that's how everyone felt about me.
I thought that I was the only one that you didn't send out an invitation to, but when I checked, none of our colleagues have received a wedding invitation from you. Why is that?
Well, I told everyone that I was getting married, so I figured that I didn't have to send out the invitations. I thought that they'd show up. I didn't want to waste my money sending out the wedding invitations to people in the office that I see every day.
But if you formally wanted to invite them to your wedding, you should have sent out those invitations. No one knew if your wedding was happening for real because they didn't see any invitations go out.
But they said to my face that they would all come to my wedding. And I gave them the date and the venue, so I figured they were all coming. I never knew that they were expecting to be formally invited.
Well, that's how a wedding usually works. You don't just confirm people's attendance verbally. And no one believed that you were crazy enough to plan your wedding on the same day as the company president's. So it was inevitable that no one showed up at your wedding.
I can't believe that. I thought that everyone was coming to my wedding, so I made all the arrangements.
Well, that's a shame.
You don't even care, do you? Don't you see how badly I'm hurt by all this? I beg you, could you please ask everyone to come to my wedding instead? My wedding's gonna be so much fun!
I can't do that. It's not only my wedding, but also the company president's. I don't think that any of our colleagues would ditch the company president's wedding to go to yours.
But I've worked really hard to plan my wedding. What am I supposed to do now? This wedding is costing me a lot of money, too. What would my other guests think if I had 50 empty seats that were reserved for my colleagues? What is my fiancé and his family going to think of me? They're not going to be happy about all of this.
I guess you'll need to figure out a way to fix this then. You made fun of the fact that I'm a divorcee, so I can't help but feel that you deserve this. I'm not the only pathetic one here. I mean, you planned a big wedding and 50 of your guests aren't going to show up, and your husband is going to be very upset with you. I wouldn't be surprised if your fiancé asked you to call off your wedding.
You're really enjoying this right now, aren't you? I don't ever want to become a pathetic divorcee like you. Don't curse me.
What's so wrong with being a divorcee anyway? You should have never made fun of me because of it. I got married to my first husband in my 20s, and we decided to get divorced, but I have no regrets. It's better than staying in a loveless marriage. You had no right to make me feel bad for the decision that I made about my own life. You should focus on your own life instead of criticizing mine. Why would you think to compare yourself to me in the first place?
I actually don't know why either. But I'm in trouble now. Please help me. What am I supposed to do about all the empty seats at my wedding? This is not the time for you to be lecturing me. And I can't believe that you're getting married to the company president.
You're probably envious of the fact that I'm going to have a happy marriage and that my husband happens to be very wealthy. But you don't know how hard I've worked for everything in my life up until now. I think that my hard work is finally paid off. Can you say the same about yourself?
Well, I'm not so sure.
Well, you should stop looking down on other people just because they're different from you. Not only are you hurting those people's feelings, but I don't think that you gain any happiness from your actions. I think that you'll find that you'll feel better about yourself if you were more considerate towards others.
Okay, I won't be so critical of others and I'll work on being more considerate. So could you please do me a big favor by coming to my wedding? You should bring your fiancé and all your wedding guests. It'll be a big party. Or we could have a collective wedding. What do you think?
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I've been preparing for this day for months, and I can't make any last-minute changes. I'm sorry, but I have to get going. My wedding's about to start.
So you're not going to help me then? I can't believe this is happening to me.
There really isn't anything that I can help you with. Have a nice day, Sarah.
I'm not going to have a nice day if most of my guests are not going to show up.
You should have listened to me, but you didn't want to. You just assumed that whatever I said was irrelevant to you. You never took me seriously. I'll see you at work next week. Bye. Afterward, Mia had a gorgeous and lovely wedding surrounded by family, friends, and colleagues. As for Sarah, she had 50 empty seats at her venue, and the wedding guests that actually showed up felt uncomfortable. Sarah's fiancé and his family asked her why so many guests decided not to come to the wedding. When she told them the reason, they were shocked to say the least. Sarah's fiancé was disappointed in her for changing their wedding date over something so trivial, and their marriage was off to a rocky start. It looks like they might even be headed for a divorce, which is something that Sarah hadn't wished for at all. Sarah was also too embarrassed to go back to work after what happened, and she decided to quit her job. We're left to wonder why she made such a big deal out of Mia being a divorcee. Was it really worth all the work that she put in to try to make Mia's life miserable? Probably not. Hey Mary, where did you go? I haven't received the paperwork that needs to be submitted by today. I hope that you gave it to someone else before you left.
Hi, Nancy. It's already past working time, so I'm heading home now. I really don't want to think about work right now, so can you not talk about that? Do you need to care about what I do after finishing my job? Seriously?
Did I ask you anything about what you do after work? No. All I want to know is, did you do the paperwork because it's due today?
No, I didn't. I thought you would do it.
Really? I was talking about this since last week. I would have appreciated if you said something like, "Hey, I didn't have time, so can you help me?" when you left the office.
I knew you would make me stay if I didn't say that.
We could have finished it earlier until the time you always leave if we work together. Okay, you know what? You probably don't care, so I'll do it. Did you at least edit the paperwork you turned in this morning? I told you it was full of mistakes.
Thank you. Oh, that paperwork. Sorry, not yet. I'll do it tomorrow if I have time.
Tomorrow, if you have time. Seriously, are you taking this job seriously?
Yes, I have other things to do, okay?
Like what?
Like answering the phone and helping others?
You haven't done a single job I've asked you to do.
Why are you saying this now? You're scaring me.
I'm saying this now because you probably won't understand if I told you in person.
Are you lecturing me now? Seriously? It's after working hours. Can you save it for tomorrow?
Okay then, I'll tell you in person tomorrow. I just don't want you to be sloppy. You've already been working here for a month, but I feel like you don't care about anything.
Yes, I do. Are you talking shit about me? You're pissing me off.
I'm just telling you straight facts. I find it annoying and would like you to fix it.
You're not lecturing me. You're attacking me.
All I said was just do the job that I ask you to do and try and learn some things so that you don't make mistakes anymore.
Who do you think you are? Do you think that you're above everyone?
No, I don't. I'm not above anyone else. I'm sorry if I offended you in any way, but all I'm asking is for you to listen to me so we can get the work done quicker and smoother. If we can do that, I won't say anything.
I doubt that. You don't have a problem with me whatsoever.
Mary! Have I ever said anything bad about you besides your working behavior? No.
You're probably lying.
Why would you say that?
You always target me and be harsh on me, so I think that you talk shit behind my back. I'm so sick of that.
I don't do things like that because it's a waste of time. I just gave you advice, and you call that being harsh?
Yes, if you're going to go that far, I will quit.
What? Seriously? How should I tell you then? If there are other ways, I want you to tell me.
I don't want to argue with you, so I'm really going to quit.
What?
It's your fault that the company will lose one of its competent employees. Will that be okay?
Do you think you can quit that easily?
Of course! I'm traumatized! It's a serious mental health issue!
Is that because I told you that you don't care about anything?
Yes! I was scolded by you, so I'm quitting!
So just because you experienced something that pissed you off, you decide to quit. Are you serious? You'll never get any jobs if you're like this.
Do you understand what year we're in? You're still stuck in your old times. You should quit being so mean to others like that. I'm going to quit, so I will go talk to the HR tomorrow.
I don't understand the way Gen Z thinks these days. Anyway, you need to let them know at least 2 weeks in advance.
So what? I can tell them I'm not coming in from tomorrow because you're the reason I'm going to quit, because you're creating a toxic work environment. I'm demanding $100,000 for my severance pay.
You have no common sense and are unprofessional. Toxic environment? That's just you. Wait, you're a new employee who's been with us for only a month, right?
So? I'm quitting because of you! I can't believe that you scolded me! Me! I'm 1 in a million, so the company needs me!
If you say that, why don't you show that you're working hard instead of quitting? That's if you can listen to me or the boss, though.
I don't need to do that because I'm quitting.
So you're seriously going to quit?
Yes, I can finally be free from you.
Okay then, I'll ask the HR to start with your retirement process, because I know someone there.
Yes, I feel so bad because it's going to be a huge loss for the company. If the company goes bankrupt, it's all your fault. You should regret your decision.
Regret? I have nothing to regret about.
Yeah, for now. You will in the future, though. Anyways, have the $100,000 by tomorrow.
I don't think so. Can I excuse myself? I need to contact HR now.
Sure.
A moment later. Hey, Holly, how's everything? Thank you for grabbing dinner with me the other day.
Hi, Nancy. Everything is good. How are you? No problem. Looks like you were stressed, so I thought I should listen to your story.
I'm good also. I felt so much better after. It's important to talk with someone who understands you.
That's great. Yeah, it's not good to hold it in because it can cause health problems. Hey, if you have any problems, let me know. That's what friends are for.
Thank you. Well, there is one problem.
Let me guess. Is it that newbie? You were talking about her for like an hour last time.
Yes, OMG, she is ridiculous.
What did she do this time?
We argued like always, and she said something like, I had enough of your scolding, you're attacking me, so I'm going to quit. All I did was point out her mistakes and tried to fix that so that we can finish work quicker and smoother.
Wow, what a drama queen. Gen Z is she really gonna quit?
Yeah, I know, right? I seriously don't know what they're thinking. Looks like she is.
Well, she needs to let me know 2 weeks in advance, but I did get a few complaints from employees that she doesn't do work. So there's no problem if she quits tomorrow. She's actually done after her trial period.
I knew it. I would have been surprised if you kept her. Do you want to know what else she said? I'm demanding $100,000 for the severance pay.
Are you serious? She's still in her trial period.
I did tell her that, but she said that she deserves it because she's 1 in a million or something.
What? Sorry, but I have to laugh.
I laughed also. Anyways, would it be okay for you to start with her retirement process?
Of course. I'm actually starting it right now. I want her gone ASAP.
Great, thank you so much. Let's go grab some drinks this weekend to celebrate her dismission.
Definitely. We can go to a restaurant beforehand if you want. I'll treat you because you went through hell.
What? Are you sure? That's very generous of you, thank you. Let me pay for the drinks though.
Well, you don't need to, but if you want to, I appreciate that.
Looking forward to this weekend. Next week.
Why aren't you picking up? Pick up the phone right now!
Oh my gosh, stop blowing up my phone. My phone might die. What if I get a call from one of our business partners? Please call the company if you have anything.
Who cares about that? How's the quitting thing going?
Did you seriously call me 300 times just to ask me that? The process is done. There, happy? Now stop calling me.
Why haven't you called me in the first place?
What do you mean, why? Why do I need to be the one calling you?
Because you were in charge of me?
I was just your trainer. Call the HR if you have any problems.
I want to ask you because I don't want to talk to them. My severance pay is not deposited in my account. What the hell? Seriously, I specifically said $100,000. I told you.
What are you talking about? Did you really think that you could receive that? Are you kidding me? I can't believe you.
Tell the HR to deposit it to my account right now. It's $100,000, okay?
If I do, they'll just laugh about this.
Why?
You're still in your trial period. There's no way that you'll get the severance pay.
What? Seriously? So I won't be paid even a penny?
Yes! There is no companies that provide severance pay to an employee who has worked for only 1 month. If there is, I would love to work there.
But a competent employee like me is quitting.
Competent. Really? You got some damn nerve to say something like that. Sorry, but you are not.
Excuse me?
You also said that you're 1 in a million, right?
I am.
You are in your own damn mind.
Oh my god, that's so rude.
Oh, do you want to argue? Sorry, but it's the truth. Everyone thinks that here.
Who cares what other people think? Anyways, I deserve the money because I quit.
Oh my gosh, do you really need to talk about this? You will not get it, okay? If it was that easy to get severance pay, wouldn't people quit already?
Why can't I get it? I didn't want to quit in the first place.
What the hell do you want to say?
I want to say that it's your fault that I quit because you were so harsh to me. It's the same thing as being laid off.
First of all I did was point out your mistakes and told you to fix it. Is that my fault? Isn't it common sense for the trainer to point out mistakes to the new employee? If you're not used to this, what kind of places have you been working at? Also, quitting is not the same as being laid off, okay? Quitting is something you choose to do, and laid off is an action that someone else does to you. Quitting was your choice.
I've been working at places that actually respect their employees and treat them well. You were the total opposite of that. Well, who cares? You should have been nicer to me so I didn't have to quit.
Nicer. You were looking at YouTube videos and weren't listening to me in the first place. Didn't you realize you were causing trouble to the people around you?
Hey, I was looking at educational videos.
I took a peek a few times, but I only saw animals, nails, and makeup tutorials.
Those were just ads.
Yeah, that's an excuse. I remember you making a lot of excuses.
Are you sure you want me gone? I'll be useful, you know?
You quit, so why are you asking me that? There are other people who are useful out there, and I think it would be faster to find someone better.
What does that mean?
You're done with our company. Can you not understand me?
Is this for real?
Yes. You quit not because of me, but because you were mentally weak. That's the truth, right? People talk about it at the company, actually.
Wait, so I'm being made fun of by everyone?
Yes. Let me tell you what they say. There was once an employee who didn't do their job and quit right after the trainer gave a little warning because that person mistook it as scolding. Your actions resulted to this, so don't even think about making it my fault. Maybe you should find a job that you really want to do.
Oh, I'm really done.
Yes! How many times do I need to tell you? You are not a part of this company anymore.
Don't you feel like you're responsible or something?
For what? This is your fault. HR told me that you were done after the trial period, so it was a good timing for you anyways. Good for you!
Wait, seriously?
Yes. Looks like you got a few claims from people.
From who? I want to know their names.
I'm not going to tell you because it's private.
Wait, what about the severance pay then?
I told you that you won't get it because it's only been a month. Weren't you listening to me? If you calm down and still don't understand, why don't you go on Google and research?
So shocked.
Why are you shocked? It's the result of everything you've done.
I didn't expect it to be like this. I can't believe that no one stopped me and I'm not getting paid. Can I cancel quitting?
What are you talking about? Of course not. It's too late now. Plus, you got some damn nerve to say that after what you've done.
Please, I was a full-time employee. If I can't get the severance pay, then I don't want to quit.
So just because you can't receive it, you want to come back?
Yes, is there something wrong?
Well, yes, there is. You can't just come back after you quit with very short notice. Why don't you think about what you've done? Also, I know that even though you come back, you'll be slacking off watching YouTube videos and talking with people doing nothing.
I won't do that, I promise.
I heard those words every day while you were here, but didn't change at all, so I don't believe you.
I'll change from now on, I swear. Hey, I have an idea. How about rehiring me? Can you talk to HR?
You just don't give up, right? HR will say it's going to be a big no, so find someone else.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Why don't you think about that? This is the result of your own choice.
I didn't expect this to happen.
There's really nothing I can do, so good luck finding a new job, and I hope don't get scolded there. Also, make sure to not quit as soon as you experience something you don't like, okay? After the incident. Mary rushed to the company to talk about canceling quitting, but since all the process was finished, she wasn't even allowed in the building. She ended up losing her full-time job, which she finally found and started to look for jobs while having no money. Company found a new employee who is the total opposite of Mary, hardworking and competent. There's nothing but peace at the office now, and I'm working stress-free and I love it.
Hey, you old hag. Where's my money? Just how long are you going to try and keep me waiting before you cough up what's mine? Huh? Don't you know that you're supposed to give me my allowance today? I thought I told you that I wanted you to pay me on time every single day. Or is that too hard to figure out for a stupid woman like you? Ginny, I believe that you and I have already talked about your allowance. I told you that last month was going to be the last time that I gave you any money, remember? I told you that because you were starting college that you would be on your own, remember? I explained to you that the allowance would end when you finished high school. We talked about this and you said that you understood what I was saying. What on earth are you talking about? I never, ever remember talking about anything like that at all. You were just delusional and trying to cheat me out of what's rightfully mine. But now I just need you to shut up and pay me. I'm sick of waiting and I'm even more sick of talking to you. Look, I have told you that I am not going to be paying you anything anymore, okay? And just why do you want money from me so badly? Why can't you go and ask your father for these kinds of things? I knew it. I knew there was no point in trying to talk to a fake mother like you. You know, I never even wanted you to marry my dad, right? I was fine when it was just the two of us. You always ruin everything. If you knew what was good for you, you would just shut up and pay me. There's no need to make things this complicated. I'm sorry, Jenny, but if that is the way that you were going to ask for money from me, then I feel even less inclined to pay you than before. Well, it's all your fault that my dad doesn't have any money. I know that you've been using up every last cent of his. He told me all about it. He explained to me how you handle the budget for the house, and that means that you control all of the money. But all I heard when he was telling me that is that you're taking my dad's hard-earned money and using it all for yourself. It's so sad. I can't believe that my dad has been tricked like this. I just wish he would leave you already. You know, sometimes I think about leaving too. But the thing is that isn't a decision that you'll get to make for anyone. That is going to be something that your dad and I talk about and come to a decision on amongst ourselves. But let me make this very clear to you. I am not stealing money or holding your father financially hostage in any way, shape, or form. Okay? I think you might want to go ask your dad about what's really going on one more time. You really have got some nerve, do you know that? Just what makes you think that I want to hear what some old hag like you has to tell me? Anyways, I think I've made myself clear here. Just get the money ready and send it to me as soon as possible, okay? No, it's not okay at all. If you really need money that badly, go and find a job. Daniel, I have seriously had it. I mean it. I am really at my limit right now. I mean, just how long are you going to let Ginny act the way that she does? She is seriously so unbelievable sometimes. Do you know that she thinks that I'm taking all of your money and spending it on myself? This is seriously getting ridiculous.
Aw, come on. She's not that bad. You're just being overdramatic. Besides, you know how girls her age are. But you're the adult. You should just know how to take it and let things slide, right? Surely that isn't too much to ask of you.
Daniel, I am serious. I have half a mind to leave you both. And if nothing happens to change the situation, then I just really might. I mean, just a few minutes ago, she was asking me again about her allowance. But I told her that when she started college that I wasn't going to be giving her any money at all. I told her that if she wanted someone to give her money, she would either have to get a job and get paid by her boss or go and talk to you.
Laura, please. Don't you think you're just being a little bit stingy? You really need to learn to just let things slide and quit getting so upset over everything. I mean, you do know that if you get upset like that you're only going to give yourself more wrinkles, don't you?
Wow. Well, thank you so much for caring about the state of my face. I'm so glad to know that I have people who listen to what I have to say around here. But I have to say that in the 10 years that we've been married, I feel like I've aged at least 30 years. And I think it's high time I try and make up for all the time I've lost dealing with you and Ginny. So you can pack up your bags and just get out right now, Daniel. Hey, you old hag, what the heck is going on here, huh? You better start explaining things to me right now. Hello, Jenny. I was wondering when I was going to hear from you. It's been a while since we've last talked, hasn't it? Is there something that I can help you with? Do you have any idea how pissed I am at you right now? How dare you try and take that attitude with me? Jenny, I really don't think there is any reason to be talking to me like that, even over text. Now, I have no idea what's got you so upset, but I can guess that this little outburst is going to be followed by you trying to ask me for something. I know that I only became your daughter when you married my dad, but that still makes me kind of like your real daughter, right? Wait, what? I have to say that after all that anger and vitriol, I really wasn't expecting you to say something like that. Well, what I mean is that if you're my mom and I'm your daughter, then you need to pay for my school. If you don't, then I'll talk to my dad and make him divorce you. Is that something you want? Wait, what? What is going on here? I just got a letter from my school telling me that my tuition still hasn't been paid. Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was to get that? I went to talk to my dad to ask him why my school wasn't paid for yet, and he told me that you two said that you would pay for it all. So, what I want to know is why you haven't paid my tuition for my program yet, huh? Do you want me to have to drop out or something? Okay, hold on just a second there. First of all, I never, ever said that I was going to be paying for your tuition. Second of all, just why would I be the person paying for your schooling anyways? I mean, you're still living in that house, right? Just when are you going to move out? You really have some nerve to talk to your daughter this way. Honestly, I don't think anyone else in the whole world knows how to piss me off quite like you do. But did you miss the part where I said that I would have my dad divorce you? Because I really will if you're not going to pay for my school. Unless your whole plan this entire time has been to sabotage my education and make me quit. But I won't let you get away with that. It's just unacceptable and you need to cough up the money right now. You really must think the world revolves around you if you think that's any way to get what you want. In fact, reading your messages, I can't help but crack up laughing that you're actually serious about this. Are you kidding me right now? Is that how unseriously you're taking all of this? You have got to be joking with me right now, right? No, I'm very serious actually. But anyways, I guess if you're really saying all that, that means you haven't heard anything from your dad, right? What do you think you're talking about? Didn't you read how I went to my dad and he told me that since you weren't going to pay for my schooling that it would mean that I'd have to drop out? So that's why you need to cough up the money for my tuition right now. If you don't, then I'm really going to make my dad leave you. I am not your mom anymore, Jenny. Wait, what? What are you talking about this time? Wow, you really don't know about this at all. That's actually incredible. Well then, I guess allow me to be the first person to inform you that your father and I have gotten a divorce. In fact, we've been divorced for quite some time now. So if your dad really did tell you that I was going to be paying for your school, then I'm afraid that he was as sorely mistaken as you are. After all, why in the world would I pay for some girl's school who isn't even a part of my family? Wait a second. You mean it? You and my dad are really divorced and you're really not my mom anymore. Oh man, I really wish that I could see your face right now. But yes, in a nutshell, that is what's going on here. And if I can be honest with you, your father was nothing but lousy trash. What is that supposed to mean? I mean that he was using all of his salary to pay off his debt up until recently, but he would also keep taking out loans in the meantime. And anyway, since he was so bad with money and never was good at setting any aside, that's why he can't afford to pay for your school. So I suppose that if you really want to stay in your program, that you'll have to go and earn money yourself. Although I did warn you that you'd have to earlier. But that can't be right. What do you mean that my dad doesn't have any money? You're really trying to tell me that this is all his fault? Jenny, you are not a little girl anymore. You are in college. Do you really just go through life not thinking deeply on anything? Have you really not realized that every time you needed money, it was me that was giving it to you? For 10 years, I've taken care of you as my own daughter. And I would financially support you just like a mother would her own daughter. But I guess you never, ever thought of it in that way, did you? No, it's not like that at all. I always thought that you were paying me with money that my dad was earning. Well, I'm afraid that the money your dad was earning was all going towards his own debt. Every cent that I gave you came from my own earnings. I took care of everything in the house, kept my job, and made sure that you got the support you needed. And yet you insisted on insulting me, calling me an old woman and treating me as if I was a parasite on your family. But now I guess you realize that the only parasites around here were you and your father. So you can threaten me with divorce all you want. It isn't going to change anything now. Whatever happens next is entirely up to your dad and you. Well, wait a second. Does that mean that you're just going to abandon me like this? You're really going to just leave me like this all over a little mistake? Don't you get that you're still like a mother figure or something? Doesn't that mean you have to take care of me? A real mother wouldn't just abandon her daughter like this. Weren't you the one calling me a fake mother anyways? I'm sorry, but it is far too late for you to try and change your tune now. I don't believe it. I can't believe that you're really just going to walk out of our lives and leave us like this. Oh, I think it's perfect. Besides, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. But I knew that it would be best to wait until you finished high school before leaving your dad. But anyways, I thought you would be a little more grateful to me since I paid for all of your college applications. Although you probably didn't even know that I was the one who did that either. Oh, right, that actually reminds me. You should know that you only have until the end of the month to leave the house. I don't get it. This is all so much at once. What do you mean I'll have to leave the house? I live here. This is my family's house. I'm afraid you were wrong again. This house was just a rental. You can't be serious about that, right? I haven't lied to you about a single thing yet. Why would I lie about this? Anyways, I was also the one paying for our house, but I've already moved out and informed the leasing company that I would like out of my lease. So you basically don't have any choice but to leave. I don't know what you're going to do with your life from here on out, but you're already 18, so you should be able to figure something out. And I really have to move out by the end of the month? But that's in 3 days? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Well, I suppose that means you better get packing, huh? How the heck am I going to move out all of my things in just 3 days? And where the heck am I supposed to go from here? Oh, that? I've already talked to your dad all about that. Wait, really? What did you say to him? Well, I told them that I wanted you both out of the house and that he should look for some place for you both to live. That doesn't solve any of the problems that I have right now. I am trying to ask where the heck I should even go. Yeah, that really isn't my problem. But if you're still in the house after 3 days, legally speaking, you would be trespassing. And then I suppose that would mean the police would have to get involved, and I don't think any of us want that, so... Well, what about my school? They are demanding that I pay my tuition or else I'll have to drop out. Oh man, sounds rough. Oh, come on. Is that really all you have to say to me about this? I thought you were my mother. We've already talked about that. I am not your mom, and I don't owe you anything. If you want to go ask your father, maybe you can convince him to take out even more money to pay for your school. Otherwise, you'll just have to go into debt to pay for it. Either that, or you can go out and find a job. Because I already told your dad that I was done paying for anything of yours. But anyways, if you're looking for someone to blame for all of your money troubles right now, I would go talk to your dad. But this can't be. Neither my dad or I have a single cent left, and now we're about to be kicked out. What are we supposed to do, Mom? Sorry, were you talking to me? Because I don't know where your mom is. What are you talking about? You've always been my mom. I've always thought of you that way. Okay, now we both know that is just a lie. But anyways, your father and I are divorced now, which means that you're finally free from me. I thought this is what you wanted. Anyways, this conversation is just going in circles now. Have a nice life, Jenny. Or don't. I don't really care either way. In the end, Jenny and Daniel barely managed to pack up all their things before they had to leave the house and found themselves homeless. The next semester rolled around and, unable to pay, Jenny was forced to drop out. She tried to reach out to me again, begging for money, a house, food, anything. But I told her that she wasn't getting a penny from me. She thought that I was the one stealing all of her father's money, but he was the one who wouldn't have been able to survive without my help. I tried to warn Jenny that she would have to be more self-sufficient, but she just wouldn't listen. So I really just can't bring myself to feel any kind of pity for her. If you ask me, Jenny and her dad got exactly what they deserved. As for me, after my divorce from Daniel, I moved back to live with my parents for a little bit. I explained what I had been through, and they were more than happy to take me in while I found my feet. It really just goes to show you how important being kind is to those who care about you. You never know when you're going to need help, and it's good to have connections with people who care about you. Even if it wasn't my parents, I had plenty of people who I could go to for help because I always approached the issue of asking for it with humility and tact. I can only hope that Jenny learns a similar lesson as she grows up and gets to reflect on her words and actions. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.